are now tuned in to the very best of the best, Mr. CEO of Lonzo Flicks and Lonzo Lux himself. I got a crazy story that is coming out, and it is about a story about how I lost $70,000 over one weekend using Turo. But before I get into that video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and make sure you join us, because we got stories and we got experiences for days. As you can see that I'm an entrepreneur, like I'm on Turo, I do photography, videography and stuff. And this is just one of the many crazy stories that I got that's coming out. And we finally just got the claim resolved several months later. So long story short, so pretty much I had a renter that flew in from Florida, and she came to New York and she booked my 2021 Mercedes-Benz E350. At first glance, I didn't really catch any red flags. Client had 5-star ratings across the board, and she was also a Turo host as well. And I'm like, okay, go right ahead, take the keys and stuff like that. And at the time, I didn't do no check-in. Like, I didn't check in the vehicle at all and stuff. So she wound up keeping the car for 2 days, and the very first night she got the car, she messed up the car. She wound up crashing it and abandoning it and leaving it on the side of the road, and then that's when she hit.
A Turo client crashed and left my car abandoned in NY.
One of those predatory tow trucks, those tow trucks that pretty much are the first trucks that pick up a car from the scene of an accident. They try to basically act like they're on your side, but in reality they just trying to like screw you in the ass and everything. And pretty much he was definitely like on some shady stuff. He was basically saying how we're gonna have to report this to your personal insurance, pretty much leaving notes on the crashed vehicle saying how call this body shop so that way we can get your vehicle worked on. And pretty much he basically was trying to bait me into going through my personal insurance, because that if your vehicle gets into an accident on Turo pretty much covers you though. But in my situation, I got covered, but I didn't think I was going to get covered because at the time I didn't check to see if the driver had a driver's license. I didn't take no pre-trips. I actually wound up using old pre-trip pictures of the vehicle from the week prior, and pretty much the client admitted to me through Turo that she wound up crashing and wrecking my vehicle. And pretty much it was a long back and forth between Turo and my lien holder, because the vehicle was a lease and it was bought straight from Mercedes-Benz. It's Manhattan. And how with leasing companies, they don't play when it comes to their money. They want to get paid for the actual value of the vehicle. Now how much was left in the vehicle, but they want the actual value. And pretty much my vehicle wasn't initially declared a total loss until 2 months after the vehicle was in the accident, because Turo paid out the body shop to fix my vehicle, and it wasn't until after the vehicle got fixed, and then that's when the people at the body shop saw that there was additional damage inside the vehicle, and oh my goodness, that's when the vehicle got totaled. And Turo was not trying to pay for the value of the vehicle. Mercedes-Benz wanted the full value of the vehicle, because the vehicle value was worth $66,000 range, and Turo was only willing to pay out $36,000. So I had to show them pictures, receipts. I wanted to blacken on my adjuster multiple occasions because he was definitely trying to lowball me. And I wound up showing him proof and documentation that the vehicle was actively worked on, and I didn't just throw my money away. They wanted me at one point to go back to the shop and get the funds, and I told my adjuster straight up, I'm not doing that. At the end of the day, you guys are responsible, because it was your adjuster that made that call on whether or not the vehicle would have been saved or the vehicle would have been deemed total, deemed fixed. And pretty much it was a very prolonged process. The process took me, get this, 7 months. 7 months of paying for the vehicle. 7 months of me just making $6,000 worth of payments on the vehicle, even though I didn't have the vehicle for a prolonged period of time. The vehicle was worth $64,000, and pretty much on top of that, Mercedes-Benz was not trying to give me no deferments, and pretty much I had to pull money out the yin yang. And all my profits from my Turo business was going straight to Mercedes-Benz. I was making no money from my cars, and I had a 2019. These are the cars I had. I had a 2019 C3 5 Series, 7 Series, and a C300. And all those cars, well, I didn't rent out my C43. But all my cars literally it was very difficult. You know, like I had to keep up with the monthly payments, which was already high. Like my highest monthly car note that I had was $1,600. And mind you, I didn't have bad credit. But I wasn't taught about getting with the credit unions and being able to not let the banks run your credit. Because when you're at a dealership, the banks run your credit all these different times to make sure that they can get you the worst possible deal possible. And pretty much like it was a nightmare having to come up with $6,000 a month. The E-Class itself was $1,200 a month. And literally between all my cars and insurance, like my bills was pretty much like $6,500, and it was no easy feature. And it wasn't until just yesterday that I got the email stating that from Turo that they're gonna pay off for the value of the vehicle after I showed them the proper documentations. This whole situation could have been avoided had the adjuster just totaled out the vehicle from the jump. And I'm gonna show you guys a YouTube series of the entire process in regards to the start of when the accident happened all the way up until the 7th month afterwards. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next one.